warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon for all of us. First, I want to say thank you to Sir Tamrin to give me a chance, to give me opportunity to do my presentation, and of course to Fauzia and to my beloved friends. And now, I'm gonna present about ledger and trial balance under the perpetual method. So, accounting is very important because it provides financial information for decision making for a company. And there is two essential stages in the accounting cycle. There is a ledger and trial balance. And my presentation will explain about what they are, how they work, and why the perpetual method is important. Okay. So the first is what is ledger. So the general ledger is the main accounting record and summarize of a company, and it including assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, and expenses. In simple words, it helps us to see all the movements in the account clearly. And why is the general ledger is important? Because the first, to classify and summarize all the business transaction. The second is to determine the balance of each account. The third is to provide the foundation for preparing the trial balance and financial statement. So without general ledger, we would not know about the true value of our accounts. Okay guys, so as you can see in this slide, this is a ledger from in the right side we record the debit transaction. They usually increase asset or expense, and the left side we record credits, and this usually increase liabilities, equity, or income. And if you see in this slide, the ledger it look like a letter T, and it's called the T account from. While others look like this, look like a table with date, explanation or description, reference, debit. This is for the debit and this is for credit. And there is a from of general ledger entry. So here you can see an example of how a transaction record in the ledger. First, the transaction is written in the journal, then it goes into the ledger under the correct account. So example like if the company buys equipment for cash, so the equipment account is on the debit and the cash account is on credit, and this process is called posting. And when is the general ledger prepared? So the general ledger prepared after each transaction is recorded in the journal, and we can update it in daily, weekly, or monthly. It depends on company actually. And how is the general ledger prepared? So the first, we have to record all the transactions in the journal. Second, we have to post each transaction to the related ledger account. Third is to compute the ending balance of each account. Fourth is to use this balance to prepare the trial balance. And this is the material for trial balance under the perpetual method. So what is a perpetual trial balance? So a trial balance under the perpetual inventory system is a list of all accounts balances from the general ledger where the inventory accounts is continuously updated after every purchase, sale, or return. And what is the function? So the function of the trial balance with the perpetual recording method is to check the balance of debits and credits and provide accurate and real-time information regarding inventory balance and other accounts for ongoing financial analysis and quick decision making. And why is it used? So is it used to maintain the real-time inventory information? Second is to determine cost of goods sold and gross profit instantly. Improve accuracy in recording and controlling merchandise inventory, and to reduce error and stock discrepancies. And who prepare it? So the trial balance is prepared by accountants or bookkeeper in trading or manufacturing companies, and it reviewed by accounting supervisor or auditors before the preparing financial statement. And where is applied? So it applied in companies using a computerized accounting system, and it's common in retail, supermarkets, and manufacturing business with high transaction volumes. And when it's prepared, so prepared at the end of the accounting period. It can be monthly, quarterly, or yearly. And however, the inventory balance is updated continuously throughout the period whenever transaction occur. And how we prepared? So the first step is we post all journal entries like sales, purchase, returns, discount to the general ledger. Second, we calculate the ending balance for each account. Third, we list all the account balance in the debit and credit columns. Fourth, we add both of columns. Total debit must equal total credit. And this is the example of trial balance. So if you notice that inventory and cost of goods account are included because they are updated continuously, and the total debit and credit must be balanced. And I think that's all for my presentation. If you have a question, guys, please raise your hand. Don't shy to ask me. I will answer it. Okay, Amal.
Thank you. My name is Amal. My question is what the component trial balance?
The component of?
Trial balance.
Okay, so the component, sorry, what?
What the component trial balance?
So the component in trial balance, there is account, debit, and credit.
Why the nominal cash in debit? Why the nominal of cash in debit?
Because cash is asset, so it must be on debit.
Why do you think that example? Why do you think that this example is balanced?
The example is balanced because if you see in these columns, the nominal, if you plus the debit, you will get this, and if you plus this credit, you will get this. So it's balanced. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Nafa?
Thank you for the opportunity that you gave me. I would like to ask about in what type of business in the perpetual trial balance most useful. Thank you very much.
most useful? It's it most useful in retail or manufacturing business with high transaction volumes.
So, if we have a small company that we know as UMKM company, does it recommended to use a perpetual method?
I think not always because the perpetual method is expensive.
What is expensive, the cost, or maybe something else?
Yes, the maintenance of the technology because we have to use a computer.
Thank you very much about your opinion, but in my statement, based on my experience, that some UMKM or small company, they use a perpetual method, and this bigger one or large company that expand to other nation, they often use a periodic method. But you don't have to answer my statement. It was just my statement.
Oh, I just know that because I think the perpetual when we use perpetual method is expensive between the periodic because I think the periodic we just use it manual or something like that.
You can just use the Excel or something else, some application that free for free. Oh,
I just know that. Thank you.
Thank you very
Nafra.
much for your answer. I think.
Okay, anyone else?
As you said that perpetual method is expensive. Why?
Because I think, sir, if we use perpetual method, we have to use a high computer. I mean the system. Yes, the system is expensive, I guess. But I just know that it's not that expensive, sir.
It is expensive because you use system.
Yes, sir.
So without computerizing accounting systems, we cannot apply perpetual method.
No, sir. I mean, at the first, I think if we use perpetual method, it's gonna be expensive, sir. But I know from NAFA that it's not that expensive. So let's change my mindset, sir.
Your opinion.
Yes, sir. My opinion, I mean, sir. Anyone else? Yes, sir, Scott.
Okay, thank you, Great Putri. I want to ask, why is the general ledger essential in accounting?
Why is general ledger is essential in accounting?
Yes.
Let's see. So, the general ledger is essential in accounting because it records and summarizes all the company transaction. And without general ledger, we would not know the transaction that company do.
Can I ask again?
Of course.
What risk might arise if the general ledger fail to provide accurate transaction data?
It could in misleading financial statements. It can lose of stakeholder trust and poor of making decision.
I got it. Thank you, Dwi.
Thank you. Anyone else? And I think no one. Okay, I I think that's for all. So I'm gonna.
Yes, you can close. There is no more question.
So this is the Bursarium. There is a ledger. So ledger is the book of all accounts. Trial balance is a list of all balance. Inventory is goods available for sale. COGS is cost of the goods that were sold. Posting is transferring entries from journal to ledger. And this is the maybe there's a, and this is the conclusion. So the general ledger and trial balance are two fundamental stages in the accounting cycle. Under the perpetual inventory method, every transaction automatically updates both the inventory and cost of goods sold accounts. This ensures that all data in the trial balance reflects real-time and accurate information, allowing management to make faster and more reliable financial decisions. Using the perpetual method, continuous control over inventory, real-time calculation of gross profit, accurate preparation of financial statement. And in summary, the perpetual trial balance gives a clear and up-to-date picture of a company's financial position, improving decision, and making and reducing accounting errors. So I think that's for all. Thank you all for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon.